Priestley, how are you? Oh,
I'm good. How are you?
yeah, good. It's Rob Phillips here from Radio Wales. Nice to speak to you.
Yeah, good to speak to
Um,
you.
so how have you found this season then altogether?
Um, in a collective team, it's probably not our best season, but we've shown glimpses of what we can do, with under the new manager. Individually, I feel like I've had a good season, but it's not all about myself, it's about the team. But I feel like this team can grow and grow and grow if we keep going. Um, but yeah, so I feel like.
And the step from, I actually saw you playing at Connors Quay, and somebody said to me at the time, you were the best player in the Cymru Prem at that time. How have you found the step from that to the Football League?
Um, it's been interesting, let's say. I feel like the first like year I came, I could see a big difference, but now I've settled in quite quickly. But it's more just teams will punish you a bit more, the teams more tactically, them sort of things. But I feel like there is a big difference from the Welsh Prem to the league, but it was good learning. I learned the hard way sometimes, let's say.
Yeah, what here or it's been a tough school to go into, yeah?
Yeah, just that no, only like the first season. Now I'm fine, everything's fine. But yeah, it's a good transition, Like I know some players in the Welsh Prem can transition like like Will has, like Waity has. There'll be more. Like even Nathan Wood, he's a friend of mine and he's performing well. Like I don't see why he couldn't like progress on in this league as well.
Mm. And so there's possibly more talent there for clubs to spot.
Oh, for sure, for sure. There's always gems in that league, and Nathan Wood and watching the Wales. I watched the Wales C game with Will Evans and Aaron Lewis. Actually, we watched it, and you can just see there's talent there to progress on from that league.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Important now. You just keep going, isn't it? And don't let the standard slip for the last
Oh,
four games.
yeah, it's all about discipline. These last four games, you can't understand. Get, we want to win every game. Do you know what I mean? And then it sets the tone for next year. So it's not about if we're safe, it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? We gotta show teams what we're about still, and we've got to keep pushing on. So the job's not done.
What's your contract situation? Is it up this summer? And if so, have you had talks or whatever?
Yeah, it's up this summer, and yeah, I'm going to speak with Gaffer. I've had a few conversations with the Gaffer, but I was going to speak again at the end of the season. So
Big decision ahead then for you or what?
yeah, of course. But Newport has always offered me my first professional sort of stint, if you like. So I always got Newport in my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But you're playing so well, that you wouldn't be nobody would be surprised if you did attract attention from elsewhere. But you appear to be really happy here.
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy at Newport. I've never been not happy at Newport. It's always been good, and I know everyone in the area now and everything. So I guess I am settled in quite well. But yeah, I have played well. But I got to continue in these last four games.
And last one, I virtually mention it every time I commentate on Newport County. Your record as a beach international, beach football international. Where does that come from?
What the, what how I got into it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Oh, that's years now. What did I do? So basically I knew someone. Someone was at Brentford, but he played with the England manager and the England beach soccer manager at that point, and he brought a couple of boys over. It was in Bournemouth actually. Just to have a little mess about, to be honest with you. And I was like, I don't really want to go, but I ended up going anyway um, for the mess about, and it was like I enjoyed it and I played well. And then that manager, his name's Terry Bowes. He said, "Oh, why don't you come back?" And I was just like, "All right, I'll come back." And then ever since then, I was played for like 4 or 5 years, and it was a great experience. So, yeah,
Where did you go? Because that's more of a South American thing, isn't it? And European thing, sort of continental Europe.
All over, literally all over the world, like Nigeria, Tahiti, Italy, Japan. It was literally everywhere. So yeah, there's not a specific spot, but not a lot of it was in England. Let's just say that.
Just as well, really, with the weather, isn't it?
In Wales, no, there was nothing. So.
So, I mean, you've seen the world, and it's something you'll sort of always look back on then.
Oh, of course, yeah. Seeing the world is always, it's good for your perspective, you know. To see different how people live, different cultures, different lifestyles, and it helps you realize what you're fortunate or and stuff like that. So I've learned a lot from, let's say, traveling, if you know.
Well, a few years ago, you would have been right at home playing beach football on Rodney Parade, but it's a lot better now, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember when I first came, everyone was saying you'll fit right in on the sand on the pitch, because I remember the pitch. It wasn't the best, but yeah, the pitch is a lot better now. So
Priestley, thank you. All the best.
thank you, you too. All the best.
Morning, Priestley.
Morning.
Yeah, all good. Good. This season, has it sort of helped you in terms of your durability? You've had to string a lot of games together and that sort of thing, probably for the first time as a pro in the Football League.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's made me tougher physically and mentally, you know. And that's just a part of the game. You've got to get through it, because this league's quite relentless when there's Tuesday, Saturday, especially at the start of the year when you've got FA Cup and all them cups. So yeah, it has made me durable. So it's just made me better, I guess.
Let's not forget, at the start of the season, you're only just coming back from a serious knee surgery as well. So it's learning your body, I guess, as well.
Yeah. Body has to get used to it, you know, but it's fine now. No complaints now. So I got past that bit. So I just keep going, you know.
And the gaffer, he's very demanding of you as defenders as well, and what he wants from you and where he sees you progressing as well.
Yeah. Of course, the gaffer was an ex-centre back, and he's had a good career at centre back, and everyone knows he's a big figure in football. So learning from him is the best thing. I think, like I said before in the thing, is like, it's no nonsense. You know, he'd rather you boot out the stadium than maybe give him a opportunity. You know what I mean? Them sort of things. But he's not just that sort of thing. He's got the tactical side, technical side. He likes you to play, but just make sure you defend first. Is the main thing, you know, and that's what I think. Me and maybe I'm not that young now, but like me, Deck, Bakes, Matt Baker, we've learned a lot from him. You know, just that sort of side where defend first and we can play from there. You know.
I know you said contract talks, everything a little bit down the line, but the fact that you're talking about where this team can grow is encouraging, probably to county fans. But where do you think as a unit you can all get to next season?
I definitely think we can push playoffs next season, because just the way it's growing, it's hard to describe. But when you're around the boys and on the pitch, you can feel something, you know. But you got to be consistent in the league, you know. And we get that consistency back with the scaffer. But we just got to continue it, and especially these last 4 games, just to set a statement, you know, because we weren't doing too well at the start of the year. Now we're safe, which is good, which is positive. But we want to be next season. We want to be a lot further up the table, you know. It comes with consistency and stuff, but it will come, you know.
Brilliant. Well, hope tomorrow goes well. So we'll best of luck out there. So.